Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I am your host, Scott. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm not feeling the best. And I am whispering. So this is going to be a more quiet, tame, short episode. It is Saturday. It is Saturday, March 18th at 4:36 in the morning. That's when I'm recording this episode. And I'm going to go to bed, and I'm probably not going to wake up until 5 p.m. So let's recap my previous week. I'm going to just talk about my mental health and previous week and my rambles and go from there. So the last couple of weeks I was talking about me cleaning and not feeling well, being under the weather, has made things really, really hard. Now, inspection has came and went. But I felt good about how much I did. I didn't finish. I rearranged my apartment the way that I wanted it. I'm still just working at it piece by piece because it's not finished. And just normal chore that needs to be done. But I'm proud of myself. Absolutely, I'm proud of myself of what I've accomplished. And I honestly, I know this may sound weird, but since I'm the only person who is doing this for myself, this is a great accomplishment of, a lot of things that I moved was like a 2 to 3 person job. I did it myself. I like moving my bed, moving my couch. I redid my entire gaming setup, or my entertainment. And I'm okay with that. My new location, I like. And I streamed on Thursday for about 2 hours, maybe more. But I did a NASCAR race on Twitch, and it was just for me. I just did one full race, and I wasn't feeling the best, but I was feeling just on the edge of I can stream. So I did. But my mental health, that matters to me in everything that I do. And I'm going to be honest. I'm proud of, cleaning, especially powering through, not feeling well, and all the other stress that I'm dealing with, and other stuff that I'm personally going through that I probably will never share on my podcast. But knowing that I did everything that I could. Because I'm honest with myself, right? But as I look around, I have more room to walk around in. And I've organized very much and be more tidy. I'm right now I'm still going through stuff and making piles of, keep or toss. And that's been healthy for me. So that's a good thing. Result on the inspection, I am not going to divulge that. But I'm just proud of myself because I'm going to be honest, and I said this before. It was stuff that was needed to do. And so, a little backstory is something that because a couple weeks ago, I'm like, okay, this needs to be done, right? I think it was the day or 2 days before, I kind of knew that an inspection was coming down. My brain's like, alright, I'm having a good day. I'm doing good. Let's tackle the stuff that needs to get done. I have a to-do list, and I wanted to check it off. And I remember, I think it was 48 hours, because I felt good, and then I made the battle plan in my head. And then I spent 2 days acting on that. And I was halfway through the second day when I got the notice of, hey, by the way, this is going to happen, right? And so I'm like, okay, cool. But the added stress and, being somebody who has mental health issues and physical ailments and just other stuff, and the stress and just not. I spent 2 weeks of continuously working on that battle plan, not feeling well. And there was times that I just couldn't go out of bed. I just not feeling well. But so last week's episode, I was stressed. I was confident, but again, I was stressed. And then, so Sunday, I worked really hard. Monday, I'm like, okay, this is all the stuff that I need to do. I finally moved had enough time to partially move my bed where I wanted it to go. But then we have Tuesday. Tuesday, I woke up at 7 in the morning. I went to bed at 6:48 a.m. Wednesday morning. I worked as much in that entire period, I mopped my floors a couple times because I'm one of those people that, I'm OCD, but I want to make everything somewhat perfect. But I had to finish moving my bed. For people who would like to know, it is a large queen size bed, where part of it is broken. The bed frame is broken. So the wheels don't wheel, which I think it broke within a day of me owning it. It wasn't because of me, it was just the way it was. I'm used to having broken things. My recliner is broken. That recliner is 12 years old. I've had it for 6 years. And it's been broken for 6 years. It still is a chair, and it's very comfy, and I like comfy. My bed does bed things. So I have a queen size bed that I moved. I had to move my chair, and my couch is also a futon. And for people who want to know, no, the futon is not broken. And funny thing about the futon, and so when I lived in Texas, I had an IKEA futon that was my bed for 2 years. I loved it, and I was so sad when I left Texas that I threw it away. It was nobody wanted it. It was practically new. Nobody wanted it because it was fairly big and bulky, but it was IKEA, and I liked it. And so when I moved here in 2017, I went to IKEA and I bought the same one. But this is what I want, and I still have it. And kind of glad that I'm not sleeping on it every single day. And one of the reasons why I bring that up is because my queen size bed is more height for my tallness. I am very tall. The futon is good for me length, but it's more lower to the ground, and it was kind of a learning curve. But I use the couch a lot. But yeah, I don't have much furniture. I'm okay with that. My gaming setup. So I have my computer. I have my microphone. I have my TV. And I have my PlayStation. All on a table. It is all on a $25 card table from Target from 2017. I make use of it. I'm comfortable, and I don't need fancy things. I'm poor, so I make do with relatively things and milk broken items until I need to throw them away. Makes me laugh. Yeah. I don't got much more to say on that, but it makes me happy, right? And I do have another chair. Technically, it's not mine. And it's not comfortable. It is a gaming chair. It's not comfortable. But I'm using it. I'm using it right now. And the person who owned the chair is like, you say it's uncomfortable, but you've been using it a lot lately. It's like, yes. And that person and I were talking just before I hit record. So I actually had to turn off my PlayStation to stop talking to that person so I could do this episode. Because one of the things about this, the last couple of days that I've noticed, my health has improved. Not by significance, but by significance. And what I mean by that is the notable difference in my quality of life that I say, hey, that's an improvement. Which I'm going to explain. And I think I'm crazy. I think I cannot explain this. So I'm going to try my best to explain the situation. So my bed, where it was in my apartment to where it is now, it legitimately moved like 5 feet. So where my gaming setup was is where my bed is now, and where my bed is now is where my bed was is where my gaming setup is, and where my gaming setup was is where my bed is now. And technically where I'm sitting is where my bed used to be. And basically, I just, if you've ever played The Sims, I basically dragged one part over the move tool, but it's not that simple, because it's not that easy. And then moving my couch a couple times, that was rough. But I don't understand how, but moving my bed, just a little bit to where it is now, to where it was, nothing's changed, other than location. I still sleep on the same side. I still I'm doing everything that was the same. I'm sleeping so much better. I can't explain it. And normally I sleep for a couple of hours, assisted, because I have sleep apnea and I use a CPAP machine. For the last couple nights, I've had actual sleep. Like I mentioned yesterday, I went to bed roughly 5:30 in the morning. I woke up 1 p.m. That, to me, is more sleep in a given night, and it was unassisted. So I don't understand why, but I'm getting actually rest. And I hadn't used my CPAP. I'm going to continue using it. I just, again, I'm still organizing everything and still figuring out what is essential. Excuse me. I'm still figuring out what's essential, what's not. And to me, that's important. And help me declutter everything and just have essential. And if it's something that so more cleanliness, and I have a lot more storage options because I got storage bins and just more organization, which I'm all for. So I can't explain why that is, but I'm all for it, and I'm glad that I did. Anything to help me improve, health-wise and improve. And it was nice. And just it improves me. And I like where my gaming setup is. Which is weird. So, I've lived in this apartment for 6 years, and the gaming setup, and I'm gonna be honest, so it wasn't until Monday when I settled on what I wanted to do for where I wanted my gaming setup to do. I knew I was going to move my bed. And so and I know I needed to I wanted to move my couch. I wanted to move my couch where my gaming setup is currently. But just something felt off on that. And I'm glad that I like to visualize things. I'm somebody who likes to stare at problems do some drawing of diagrams and just visualizing of, okay, is that gonna fit? And I'm good at visualizing, and I'm like, my couch and my bed can be on the same wall. This is gonna be a tight fit, and it was. It's not even a half of an inch between couch and bed. I can get in and get out of bed fairly easy. No issue here. I can sit and lay in my couch, no problem. So, I'm like, I want my gaming set up here, and then because it would give me more room. With the gaming set up here, would give me more room to have my storage boxes. The clear 3 drawers, and have them in my vicinity so I can easily go through and get what I want and then put it back and be nice and orderly. And that worked. So the little cubby that I'm in, I like. And then we have where my bookshelf is and other parts. Fairly easy access. So it was a good call. But I've never had my name set up on the side of my apartment. It's always been on the wall where my couch is or my bed. For the first 3 to 4 years, it was where my couch was. And my couch was where my TV is now. And so, and I think having, rearranging things, I have a small apartment. I'm okay. I really enjoy it. And just, doing, I'm all for finding ways to improve myself. And so hopefully this is going to be the final of the 3 to 4 episodes of me talking about cleaning. Maybe not. Maybe there's another one. Hopefully in a few weeks, maybe months. I'm okay with that. Just not next week. And those little things make me smile, right? But I hope you're doing well. I hope you've enjoyed this small little, but know that basically I'm done. I'm done with cleaning to where it's just back to, instead of being, let me talk about that for a second. Give me a second. Instead of being overwhelmed, and because it was to the point where I fell behind, and I'm like, you work hard. You whittle the tree, you chop it down, you take your time, it's back to manageable. And I still have a long ways to go, and what I mean by that is, you're never done. You still have to make effort, you have to keep on up. Do the dishes when it needs to be done. And when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm always punctual. But sometimes, my issue is if I get a piece of mail, I just throw it and don't organize it. And so I may have a letter from 1708 mixed in with a letter from 2029. I'm being facetious, hence the years. But it's basically like that of, oh, wait. So when you're cleaning, you might find a letter that you got last week, and then a letter from, 900 years ago of, well, that's where that went. Now I'm current. Now I have all the paperwork that I have that needs to be done for the coming months, stuff that needs to be done. So, and it wasn't much, I'm going to be 100% honest. A majority of you listening to this could have done every single thing that it took me 2.5 weeks to do. You could have done it in an afternoon. 100%. 100%. But, again, I'm not you. I have a lot of issues. I have panic attacks. And I just, chopped the tree. I took my time and I'm here and I'm happy that of the amount of work that I did. And that's made me be able to, it's lifted me up. It's continued driving me to do other stuff that I'm proud of doing. And I got to do so much, and being able to I know this may sound weird, but one of the reasons why I wanted to rearrange everything is because I wanted that fresh restart, make sure every corner of my apartment was mopped, and every single thing that I did, which it wasn't bad, but having a fresh reset mentally and in my apartment of, okay, rearranging everything and just, I think there was, when I was moving everything around, I think there was a total of 14 to 17 cents miscellaneous just on the ground. I mean, that was basically the extent of stuff that was on the ground. Now, I'm going to say this because I thought it was hilarious. And I think this happened the day before. Anyway, one of the things there, on my ground there was a M&M just a singular and M&M chocolate candy. Where I think the day before where I was munching on M&Ms, one fell, and I just continued moving, and it's like, oh, I missed one when I was picking up stuff, and I threw it away, obviously, but it's like, oh, that's the only thing that was, other than loose change was on the ground. I thought that was hilarious. It's like, and yeah, a few other things. I'm still learning Japan. I'm still learning Japan. I'm still learning Japanese. I did take a couple breaks during the 2 weeks to continue learning, as I'm trying to save up and earn as much as I can to go to Japan. That is my priority. Even though it's not going to happen anytime soon. A couple of years I've mentioned things that came up that I don't want to discuss. That basically has, delayed that trip indefinitely. But it's still something that I want to do, and I want to chase my dreams, right? So I'm gonna do that. And I'm not gonna stop learning a language, because it's nice to know. Even if I never go, I'm okay. At least I am doing my part in learning the language. Because I'm going to be honest, if I stop now and 80 years from now I end up in Japan, I won't remember anything that I learned now. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Love the people in your life, because you never know when they're gone. And maybe you can change somebody's life. Tell somebody have a wonderful day. Give them a big hug. Tell the people you care about. Ask them how they are. Spread cheers. Spread love. Do what you can to not only make your life happy, but somebody else's. Know that you matter, and I'm proud of you. And this went a lot longer than I thought. I am tired. And until next week. I have no idea what next week is going to be. Actually, I don't know if this is going to happen. Next weekend, 2 to 3 things may happen next weekend. There may actually not be an episode. Don't be surprised if there's not an episode next weekend. Or on Wednesday, I may be recording an episode for Saturday. And why? You may be asking yourself, why? Why, Scott? Why? I'm having 2, I do believe it's 2 teeth extractions on Thursday. And extractions and me don't always see eye to eye. I've had many in my life. And this is the route of me getting partial dentures. It's going to take a long time, but this is one of the first steps. And I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood to talk. So I'm leaning towards doing something that I don't like to do, and that's pre-record an episode. I really like doing it right before it goes up. But just be warned that it may be a pre-recorded episode. I don't know. I might just do a I don't even have a suggestion in my head of what it could be about. So, or me being me, I tough it out and get a episode recorded after doing extractions. So, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know. That is to be determined. Now, it's more likely that it's going to be pre-record or record. But just know that there is a small chance that there may not be an episode. But then right, again, time will tell. Again, I don't like pre-recording, and I like recording right before. Like, one of the reasons why I'm recording at 5:18 in the morning on 3:18. If it was May, it would be a different story. On March 18th is 5:18 in the morning, PST. Is because I'm going to be sleeping like a tank. I'm not going to be waking up at 11 in the morning. So, I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you all. I care about each and every one of you. Stay hydrated. I'm going to go to bed. Be safe. Take care. And smile. Have a great day. Chase your dreams. Until next week, I love you all. Please be safe. I bid you all adieu.